Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, my mish. The verse of the day is Exodus 20, verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day, Shabbat day, to set it apart. Why? What do you get out of the Shabbat? What I was thinking about this morning, I was thinking about how like this week, my leg has been killing me, sore, and yesterday I worked like an animal out in the heat, and and this is how it is every week for me, I was just so glad that it was Friday night, because tomorrow you ain't getting me to do nothing, because it's Shabbat, and I can rest. And everyone else, if I wasn't the way I am, if I was just one of these other people out here, and if somebody's come to me last night and said, man, I know you got tomorrow off, but I need your help. I got to move this, or I got to do this. Can you come help me? Or I need you to work tomorrow, whatever. I'd have had to send, I would have said, if I was just another person, I would have said, I guess. And I'd have went on working, and with my leg killing me, and just, there's no guarantee that you get rest. When we obey the Most High, we are guaranteed one day a week that we rest and we esteem. The more I receive from that promise, the more I gotta esteem. And that's why I'm here right now. The people of the world, they got no structure. There's no guarantee for nothing. Yeah, they go to church or something, but some people wake up early in the morning on Sunday morning and they just don't feel like going to church. Or they go to church and they chew bubble gum and zone out, or take a nap right there in the pew. Who knows? There's no guarantee in none of that. Tornado come wipe that church out tomorrow. There's no guarantee in none of it. But there's a guarantee in the promise that the Most High told me to not work. He told me to work 6 days, but on the 7th day, I am to rest. And that's what I'm doing. And if you don't like it, tough. Well, the Most High, He calls that our rest, right? Well, all through the Word, and I've been exposing it, the rest, the complete rest is when we're home. That just is the way the way the Most High gave us that promise of a 7th day of rest, where we don't have to hear it doesn't matter what people got going on. It don't matter how much money needs to be made. It doesn't matter, because on the 7th day we rest. 3 times a year we come in to the place the Most High placed His name, and we go out, and He gives us our inheritance. He tells us that's where our rest is when we do that. There is no rest in nothing else. There's no peace in nothing else. There's no security. There's no foundation. The only, and I'm talking about absolute only thing that you can take to the bank is what the Most High has promised to give you. Everything else comes with an expiration date. Everything else depends on something you don't need, something that's wicked and evil. Okay, these people out here that wouldn't dream of sitting down on what we do Saturday, Shabbat, they wouldn't dream of sitting all day Saturday. Friday night, they're going out, most people, and Saturday morning, they're working. They're getting their overtime, whatever. And so they're working towards a nest egg, a retirement plan, their 401k. And when they reach about 75 or 80, their kids, I bet 7 times out of 10, 7 times out of the people I'm talking about, 7 or 8 times out of 10, when they reach a certain age, if they don't die, their children put them in a nursing home. That's what they work towards. And they're going to die in a nursing home. They're going to put them in the ground. And what did they gain from working all those Shabbats? Nothing. They worked. They didn't have to work that day. They didn't. I ain't had to work that day. I'm still here. There's been rough days, yeah, there's been good days, but I'm here. And I'm breathing. And esteeming. The Most High tells us that the only way to life, you've seen it, is to enter into your rest. We just read here the other day in Revelations, the last chapter, chapter 22, where it says at the end, it says, the Spirit and the bride say, come. Now, what do you suppose that means? We just read Revelations. You should know what the bride is, who the bride is. He said, come here, let me show you. The messenger took John and he said, let me show you the renewed Jerusalem, the bride, coming down. The bride says, come. These believers out here today, when they read that, they think that that's talking about them, that they're saying come. And where are they talking about coming to? Down to their altar and putting money in their offering plate so they can pay their electric bill this month? But never talk about our home, our city, the dwelling place of the mighty Most High, Abba Yahuwah. We want to talk about our dwelling places, don't we? Look how nice our church is. We just got new carpet, new chairs, new PA systems. But the Most High's house, what about it? Can we talk about the Most High's house? No, we best not talk about it. It's over there in the Middle East. Oh, is it? Can you show me how that's the place? No, I just know. The Bible told me so. Well, let's open it up. No. Don't knock the dust off mine. I'm going to set a new record for them, the thickest amount of dust one can possibly achieve on my Bible. I don't care about 2 cities. There ain't no 2 cities. I know everything that the Bible knows that has to say. I've read it all. When it says the bride and the Spirit say come, he's not talking about the city, the renewed Jerusalem, the true place where he placed his name. No, that is what he's saying. He says the Spirit and the bride say, come. What's the Spirit? The Spirit is the Holy Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh, the Spirit of truth. The Spirit of the Most High goes in and goes out. When you love the Most High, we go in, we go out. When you don't, when you hate the Most High, this is what you do. You don't knock the dust off that Bible. You don't care about that new, renewed Jerusalem, the truth. You don't care about the city of Babylon. You know everything, don't you? You know best, right? That's the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. You think you know what's good and what's evil, but you don't. Because the Spirit and the bride say, come in and come out to your rest. That's what this whole thing is about. If it was the bride, if it was the people saying come, whatever that even means, I don't even know what the heck these people even think that's supposed to mean. If it was the people, the bride of Christ out here celebrating Baal and Babylon, Christmas trees every Christmas and all this nasty crap, they've let this country go to hell in a handbasket. Just take a look around. Because they ain't been on no foundation. They've been standing on a sandbar. These people, what do they think? That the Spirit and the bride say, come. The whole word has been telling you. If that means the people say come to whatever they think it is, come to accepting Jesus as your Lord and Savior. But what does that even mean? Just keep rocking out in Babylon. If that's what that means. So, well, what about the people back in Egypt who were in Egypt in slavery that wanted to go back for the cucumbers? Remember? Could they just have stayed in Egypt and said, the Spirit and bride say, come down here every Sunday we meet in Bob's basement over there so these pharaohs don't kill us because we're supposed to be laying brick. We meet down there for 10 minutes and we just come here. Come here and give us a couple pieces of bread every day. It's ridiculous. They had to leave. The people had to cross the Jordan. They didn't. They had to not doubt. They had to know who the mighty Most High, Abba Yahuwah, was. Your actions tell us whether or not you know who He is, not your mouth. It's got nothing to do with it. If your feet ain't doing the talking, the walking, we know who you fear, we know who you serve, and we know it ain't the Most High. Isaiah 45, thus said Yahuwah to His anointed, to Koresh, whose right hand I have strengthened. His right hand I have strengthened. That means the word. He's strengthened in the word in order to subdue nations before Him. Are you okay with the nations? Are you fine with this? Are you fine with Pride Month and mass murder and abortion and lying and conniving and stealing and cheating? That's where you want the bride to come. That's where you want people to come to? Is it? Is that where you want them to come to? The right hand leads you back to the throne, the Lamb. And once you get there, once this start, and it already has started because I'm here, baby. It's began. But once it's off and moving, off and running, and we establish coming in and coming out, the Lamb, right here where it's supposed to be, all nations will be subdued. They can carry on in Babylon all they want. They can keep rocking out with life as they know it right now. They can keep it the way they can keep things the way things are right now. They can keep it like it is. But they're dying. That's death. We're living in the land of the living. All nations subdued before him. And ungird the loins of sovereigns. Ungird the loins of these religions and these false ideas, these lies, Christianity. Ungird it off of you. That's what strengthening your right hand does. Why? To open before him the double doors, so that gates are not shut. What's he talking about? I go before you and make the crooked places straight. See, the crooked places straight. I shatter the gates of bronze and cut down the bars of iron. And I shall give you the treasures of darkness and hoarded wealth of secret places, so that you know that I, Yahuwah, who are calling you by your name, am the mighty Most High of Yasharal. The world is so blind that they can't see the name that's on the side of what they're doing. They can't see it. When they go twice on Sunday and once on Wednesday to that Sunday school church, they don't understand that Baal's name's on the side of it. Babylon. They don't understand that, but that's it. All they're doing is promoting and furthering the Baal agenda. That's all they're doing. If you can't see the image of the beast over there in the Middle East, you're just furthering the dragon's agenda. That's all you're doing. And there's nothing guaranteed with that besides death. The only life, the only rest that we are guaranteed is in this word when we strengthen our right hand, and you just seen it. Why? And that is, even though he said that was to Koresh, I don't know who Koresh is, it's to you. This is talking about us, for the sake of Jacob, my servant. The only thing Abba wants you to do is come engage in a lovingly committed relationship with him. That means you care about his house, you come to his house, and you don't fool with nothing else. And that's where the life is, and then anything else is death. The Spirit and the bride say, come home. Come, enter your rest. That's what distinguishes us from all the rest. I got some bad news for you guys. I love you. But if you're keeping Shabbat, if you think keeping Shabbat and never thinking about the home, the land, if you think just keeping Shabbat every week's going to that's going to punch your ticket in to the kingdom in the end, you're dead wrong. Because right now is the time that those secret places are being revealed, the truth of these matters. And you can't tell me that what I'm telling you it isn't the truth. That Utah is where it's at. You can't tell me that that's not the truth if you can't come prove it to me like I've proven it to you on this channel and my backup channel. All honor. Best thing to do is just go to my Facebook page and just start from yesterday or today and just go backwards and just start watching every video. And after you watch about 200 of my last 200 videos, then come talk to me. But you ain't gonna, because you don't care. We know whose name's on your forehead and on the side of your building. If you want the rest, you got to get all of it. You got to come in and come out. Yes, we're to keep the Shabbat. That's what I've been talking about. We are to guarantee the Most High we're going to live our life the way He wants us to, the way He told us we would be blessed, and we would receive life in abundance, blessing. And there's nothing hard about it. It's the most beautiful thing ever. It's that song, baby. And until you can pick up the Bible to see is this guy telling the truth or not? To look into all these things, the Balfour Declaration, the Zimmerman Report. I mean, we could go on and on, couldn't we? We know what the image of the beast is. We know where our true home is. And anyone who can't come to it, we know who you serve. But if you do, if you come to the true throne, the world's going to know who you serve. And it ain't Baal. It's Abba, Yahuwah, the Most High, our wonderful Creator, our righteousness.